running, but I'm going to hope it is. All right, to business. It's very cold. We are warm enough in some spots in the 20s and upper teens. Salt might work a little bit. You kind of don't want it to, though, because if it does start to melt things away, these temperatures are going to tumble off very quickly the next few hours as snow comes to an end and we see some clearing. And then through the overnight, you're just going to have an ice, just an ice rink outside. So at this point, you kind of want the snow on the ground, honestly, just for traction purposes. Snow chances, we're rolling through right now. It's still very snowy outside, as you can see here behind me in the camera. Tough to see even the Cincinnati sign from our building, and it's not too far away from us. Snow chances start to ramp down as we work way through this evening. After about 6 to 7, most of us are snow-free, and then through the overnight, we shouldn't see anything other than a few flakes and maybe a little bit of blowing snow, and then it's all about the cold from here on out. We're catching a little bit of a break around downtown. You can see that right now. A little dry pocket has managed to work its way in, but we are not done with this yet, which I'm so excited about. That means when I get off work, I'm going to have to go try the electric snow shovel again. Here comes more snow off to the southwest. Let me switch this up somewhere in here. How about this? We'll get a wider view here of what's going on. Let me zoom out a little bit, and that's what we have left of this storm, right? It's just about to exit Missouri, and that will eventually start to push our way by late this evening. After sunset, in most cases, we should be done with the snow. By tomorrow morning, no new snow, but bitter, bitter cold outside. We're going to have snow-covered roads for many days in a lot of spots, especially the side streets, parking lots. I mean, it's not going anywhere because it just will not warm up. A little closer view, again, a little dry slot working in now. I don't even think we saw much sleet today. I think we had, when I was out shoveling for about 20 minutes, I could feel that it changed a little bit where I'm at in northern Kentucky, but it wasn't a lot. And it certainly didn't compact the snow all that much. If you saw some sleet today, it probably held down your totals a little bit in our southernmost communities. And again, I've been shoveling most of the day, so it's been kind of hard to keep track of what's been going on. Thanks for those reports, by the way, that just came in. Shantia and Donna there with the reports. So a little bit more snow left. Let's take you down the timeline because then I got to run and go do a cut-in on the air here at 3 o'clock. Some snow showers continue through 5. By 7 o'clock, between about 6 to 7, we should see a sharp cutoff in the new snowfall coming down. And then after that tonight, it's just partial clearing and just very, very chilly outside. By 9 to 10 o'clock tonight, most of us should not be seeing any new snow, with a little bit of clearing outside by tomorrow morning. First things first, if you do have to, whatever reason, head out, right? Your bosses aren't canceling work or letting you work from home tomorrow, whatever. Take the sunglasses. Please heed my advice. 1, dress very warmly. It's going to be bitter cold tomorrow morning. Wind chill values as breeze kicks up. That's going to create more slick spots because this is a very dusty snow, right? Dusty or, whatever. Very light snow. Powdery snow, that's what I was going for. It's going to blow back onto the roads, creating new slick spots. Road crews are going to still try to keep up with it, but this is what it's going to feel like much of this work week. We'll have some spikes through the afternoon where it doesn't feel below 0. But it's still like maybe at best 10 in the feels like department all the way through the end of the week. Another big cool down for Friday into Saturday morning, and then hopefully next week we can warm things up. That's just the feels like temperatures. Actual temperatures are being a little bit warmer, but not much. Right, so that's what we got going on this rest of this week. Thank you again for all the reports. Please go over here if you haven't done it yet. Why not a little shameless self-promotion if I'm here working on a Sunday? Follow me on social media. Go to Facebook and just type in my last name there, M-A-U-S. I should pop up pretty quickly. There aren't too many professional pages using that name. Find me on Facebook, like that page, follow it, whatever it's going to ask you to do. And then, keep up to date. I'll have a lot of the weather information here the next few hours, updated snow totals. I'll look and see if we've broken any records anywhere. And, I'll try playing catch-up, essentially, in between these cut-ins. But follow me there. That's where you can get the best information. On Twitter, every now and a while. And Instagram, you can probably watch a video of me trying out my electric snow shovel, which does a lot better than you would think. It was really nice. It saved my back quite a bit. If I had to do all the 12 inches of snow or 11 or whatever it was inches of snow everywhere, it would have been a pain. It was still painful, but it wasn't that bad. I will not tell people that, Jake. Let's see, what else we got? 13 in Sharonville. Thank you guys again for the reports. 8 inches between Fayetteville and Mount Orab. That would be a Brown County total, or at least close. 8 inches. We'll call that Mount Orab. All right. Thank you again. We'll wrap this up. I'm going to be on in the air for a short time here, brief cut-in at 3 o'clock. It's going to be the same information, basically, and then I'm going to try to play catch-up here. Stephanie Roberts, the chief here, should be in soon, and then we'll probably split some responsibilities. But thank you again for tuning in. If you like the digital stuff more, you're on your phone or whatever, you can always tune back in. We'll be back on at 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6. We're going all the way into the evening. Now, on-air stuff stops at 6 o'clock. Because we have football, so tune in for that if you're watching the football game. I don't know. I'm sure. What is it? Probably the NFC game that we have. I haven't looked to see what we actually have, but it's one of those 2 games. Should be a good one, and you can tune in and watch that. We'll be online every hour at the bottom of the hour, so 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, all the way to 9:30 this evening. So tune in then. We'll keep you up to date at that point as we start to wrap things up late tonight. Snow should have been ending, and we'll have an update. And, of course, I'll try to put together a good compilation of all your fun photos of all the exotic objects you were measuring snow with. Yes, Mount Orab. I know Mount Orab is Brown County. That's what I was saying there earlier. Yeah. It was between Fayetteville and Mount Orab. I just put Mount Orab because that is less typing that I have to do. Let's see. Hamilton, 13 to 14 inches. That makes about sense. How many more in Delhi? At most with the rest of this system, probably not a significant chunk. That was a good question. Maybe another inch or 2. It'll be here for the next couple of hours. Some bands might reach an inch an hour rate. We're mostly done with that. But we could still see some hefty totals here, even in addition to what we've seen so far, up until about 6 to 7 tonight, and that's where things should start to taper off quite a bit. So thank you again. I'm going to go back through here, check the totals. I have to run because I have to switch out microphones and do all kinds of stuff and get ready down there. So I'll see you again at 3:30 here on Digital. We appreciate you tuning in. Stay safe out there. Stay warm. I know that's easier said than done. We'll see you again in a bit.